Okay, guys, this is a nightmare story for somebody who, wants their work. So in 2022, there was a camera operator by the name of Cade Wallman. Okay, so this is a guy who shoots footage. How many of you guys have ever hired a videographer? If you have hired a videographer, give me some type of video emoji in the comments. Okay. Now, he was hired to shoot footage for what was called a low budget comedy series called Last Stop the Series in Sioux Falls, North Dakota. Okay. Now, so he gets hired to film the content. They say, hey, we're going to give you money to come film this content, right? During production, the cameraman doesn't like the way the show is going. He doesn't like the direction of the show. And he gets into an argument with the production people and he leaves. Now, I have never known camera operators to have a say in the way that things are shot. I just thought that they were just kind of, supposed to do the job. But I'm not in that field, so I don't know. Okay. Anyway, the cameraman during the production, he's like, I don't like the way things are going. I'm out. I'm out. Right. So he leaves. And then he tells the producers, don't use any of my footage. Right. So fast forward to 2025, he realizes that his footage is being used and he tries to sue for copyright infringement, but he loses. The case is dismissed. Why does he lose? Why is the case dismissed? First of all, he never had possession of the footage. All of the footage that he shot for this comedy show was shot on the equipment of the producers. Okay. Then then the footage never left their possession. So there was never any at any time where he actually took possession of this footage that he filmed where he could say, this is mine. Okay. So in order to be able to sue for copyright infringement, you have to have a copyright filed. Because he did not have a copyright filed, because he never took possession of the footage, the case was dismissed. Essentially, he was a work for hire. You were just hired to point and shoot Scooby-Doo, okay? You were not hired to give input on how this thing was shot. So, while he may object to the footage that he shot being used in this comedy show, at the end of the day, it was never yours because you never filed a copyright. It was never in your possession. You shot it on equipment that wasn't yours. So if you want something, if you want to be able to claim intellectual property rights to a piece of work, right? Specifically copyrights, you're going to need to show proof. If you can't show me where you created it, if you don't have possession of it, how do I know you created it, right?